Cancer, how are you? This is your mid-September tarot reading. We're going to look into the energy for you for mid-September right through to the end of September, okay? And just see what messages come through for Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, you may resonate. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. Okay, so let's see what we get. Cancer. Oh, Ace of Abundance. That is the Ace of Pentacles. That is the golden egg, okay? It means we're at the beginning of something that is going to prove very, very fruitful. This cherub brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may include money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It is a good time to start a new a new routine, a new venture. So it's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. I'm thinking about this because a lot of us on this channel aren't in regular kind of what you would call careers or work. And we have a slightly different kind of life purpose. And it's like here, Spirit is basically saying that this could be a very good time to develop any ideas you've got, you know, any ideas or projects you've been working on. There's going to be new ideas developing, okay? There may be important contracts to sign. So, yeah, things look very fruitful and promising for the rest of this month. And that could be related to all sorts of things, particularly money, life purpose, home, anything of the material realm, including relationships. Looking very promising. Okay, so let's look at a fairy energy. Ooh. Right, interesting. Right, so the rest of this month, you're going to have to sort of dive in there. Now, I don't really recommend diving too much into the matrix because, you know, from a higher consciousness perspective, it is best not to touch the matrix too much. However, sometimes it's just kind of part of our journey, isn't it? The cards here are basically saying, yeah, you could find yourself the rest of September diving deep into something, having some kind of adventure, exploring something, okay? So, what I would say to you is explore, you know, explore and dive into whatever it is you're going to dive into, but try not to get too involved. Yeah, try to keep a little bit back, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Don't dive too deeply. Right, so here we go. Right, yeah, I think you are going to be cautious the rest of this month, Cancer. You've got some kind of success, some kind of breakthrough occurring. Okay, and this is a good thing. It means you're doing very well with something in your life right now, surprisingly well. You might think on one level, well, it doesn't really feel like I'm doing well, but actually you are. You're more successful probably with something in your life right now than you realise. Now, you're sort of being kept in this kind of limbo where Spirit's not really bringing you any answers around the middle of September, and it's a bit like, my God, you know, what the hell is going to happen here? But in actual fact, it's helpful because while you are waiting to find out what is going to happen with your life, you will make a very important realization, and this will enable you to look at your life very differently. Spirit will probably bring you some kind of information that is going to make your life much easier. So although it may be sort of frustrating because on one level you sort of think, oh, I'm doing kind of well, but then it's like, there's not really any progress happening as quickly as I would like. I'm not getting the answers. You know, well, actually, Spirit is going to bring you some answers, but it's going to probably come through the back door. It's going to come in an unusual way. And basically, you're going to kind of move through September being very cautious and careful. Now, that is a very good thing because, like I said, there's going to be this tendency that you want to dive into something, and there seems to be something that Cancer would like to explore, and I think you will, but I think you're going to do it in a very wise and careful way. Now, if you do that, you're going to have this Ace of Pentacles, a very good golden opportunity here. So it's like Cancer moving through the rest of September in a very wise, cautious kind of way, because I think we are having some kind of major spiritual awakening this month. And I feel that spiritual awakening is actually going to help us to see our lives differently. So although we're being cautious, we're actually quite happy about that. We actually realise it's a good thing. It's not actually making us feel sad or anything. We actually feel quite pleased because we realise we're holding on to our power. So let's have a look what's going on with our person. It's quite a serious month for us, really, but it's fruitful. We're coming out of the month holding on to the coins that we went into the month with, if that makes sense. The power you go into September with, you come out with it. In fact, you could come out with more power than you went in because you're being very careful. You won't get carried away, you won't get addictive, you won't get too easily influenced. And somebody wants to dominate you with this Five of Swords energy. Somebody wants to hold the power, but what do they really get out of it? What are they really getting out of holding the power? Nothing, because you're still doing all your spiritual awakenings and you're actually learning, well, probably more than them. So they may think they're holding the power, but that's just their ego, because really you are the one that's learning the most on a spiritual level, and you're holding on to your power because you're being cautious through all the spiritual awakenings you're having. And you've got this Ace of Pentacles, so there's the beginning of something very good here. I feel it's the beginning of a new way of life for Cancer, which is going to be much more beneficial for us, because the thing with us is we're very nurturing and we're very caring. And often we do give too much of our time, attention and resources to others. And I just feel for the collective on this channel, if you watch this channel regularly and you're a Cancer, I feel this is a turning point where you're going to be like, wow, yes, I've done quite well with certain things, but now I'm having some awakenings and certain realizations, and I'm realizing how I need to proceed, and I need to proceed in a different kind of way and not give everything away anymore, Now it's going to stand you in good stead because you're changing the energy. Do you see what I mean? And where you're changing the energy, you're actually going to reap more rewards. It's kind of strange, but we're givers, and actually by not giving, we're actually going to end up receiving more. So let's see what this person's thinking, because there's definitely been somebody here that's wanted to hold power over us. I see signs about you everywhere. Yeah, there's somebody that thinks about you a lot, but it's odd because I get the feeling that although they get signs about you and they think about you, they kind of want to control you, or they want to control the dynamic between you. And you're going to have loads of realizations and just realize, I'm going to see this whole relationship completely different. And the way you proceed is very new. I think this person would be surprised at how you're now proceeding with your life, or how you're proceeding with the relationship. And you're going to end up receiving more. I just don't think you're going to be giving so much. Okay, let's see what Spirit is saying, your spirit guides. Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams. They are safe in your care. Keep them close in your heart until you are ready to release them. Now that's interesting. This is quite a long reading, but that's interesting because look how that cat is holding on to the coins. And in there it actually says about hold on to your dreams and protect them. So this is the thing. I think you're going to be more cautious about what you're giving out. You're having certain realizations about your spirituality and your power and your worth. So this is a game changer for Cancer. And I think somebody in your life is going to be very, very surprised at how much you are actually changing the dynamic. So that's the message. I think it's a very good turning point for Cancer. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles, things look like they will end up being fruitful for you, but it's just going to be because you're starting to act in a completely different way. So that's the message. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. And also, if you do want to book in, you know I'm here. Just contact me.